Alrighty, so UFC 106 has Vegas 106 has concluded, and we just watched Gilbert Burns quit to Michael Morales. Sad times these are. We watched a true OG. I don't think it's confirmed whether or not he retired. Don't quote me on that, but I do think he should retire. It is a sad day for MMA fans watching that performance. Any fan of MMA truly does feel sad for Gilbert Burns in that moment, you know. He went after killer after killer. You know, they gave him the former champ in Bilal. Then they gave him, I think it was JDM, who's the current champion. And then they gave him Sean Brady, who could very well be the next champion. And now he's just been fed Michael Morales. It has not been easy for Gilbert Burns. But nonetheless, that event has concluded. And this weekend, as some of you may know, there is no UFC event. So, what am I making this video for? Well, dear followers of the channel, what the fuck is this next main event, okay? Aaron Blanchfield, Macy Barber? Yo, UFC, yo, Dana White, where your bald head ass at, alright? I know I've been going bald, but brother, what the fuck are we doing? Alright? Why do I have to look at Aaron Blanchfield, Macy Barber be the fucking main event? Alright? If anything, Mateusz Gamrot, Ludovic Klein is a better sounding main event than this dog shit, okay? Gamrot was just in a decent fight with Dan Hooker. Not #1 contender, but like, in my opinion, it should have been the one for the #1 contender because Gamrot already made championship weight, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, long story short, basically, Gamrot's like fairly high ranked. What is he ranked right now? Actually, in the division of lightweight, he is currently #7. Not as high as I thought he was, but he did just lose to Dan Hooker, to be fair. Where's Hooker? Hooker's what, #5? #6. Yeah. Yeah, the Hooker, baby. Anyways. Yeah, Gamrot versus Ludovic. Is Ludovic Klein ranked? Ludovic Klein's not ranked? Why the fuck? Why is he? Wait a minute here. Well, what is this? What is this matchmaking? Huh? I kind of like the matchup. Ludovic Klein, I think, deserved the ranked opponent, but Mateusz Gamrot, are we serious right now? Not saying he can't win it either. All right, I haven't done my predictions, but stay tuned. All right, I'll be making those predictions next week. But why the fuck is it Aaron Blanchfield, Macy Barber? I don't care about what rank these are. I think Aaron Blanchfield's like, I think both of these women are top 5 probably. Yes, I do watch women's MMA because it's on the MMA fight card. I don't fucking care. This should not be a main event in any realm. And especially after, listen, 315 wasn't bad, okay? In terms of the quality of the fights on the card were not bad. But it was a Canadian card. Hey, I'm Canadian, okay? My country's not good at having prospects, unfortunately. We did well, okay? But regardless of that, this was like Bilal Muhammad main event, Jack Della Maddalena. So you're telling me in a month, the month's fucking card, alright? Bilal Muhammad, JDM, Burns versus Morales. Okay, alright, but wasn't a great fight. And the co-main event pulled out literally 2 fights before the fucking fight happened. One of the worst cards of the year, maybe worst card of all time, alright, in contention. Maybe not all time, alright? I know back in the day there were some stinkers, okay? So, maybe not of all time, but definitely in recent history, this was a pretty shitty card. And then, now we have Aaron Blanchfield, Macy Barber. That's our 1 month of fights. Aaron Blanchfield, Macy Barber. I'm saying that right? Yeah, Barber. And Michael Morales, Gilbert Burns, JDM, Bilal Muhammad. That's like some of the fucking worst main events you could have this whole year, alright? If minimum you have to have 1 championship belt, well, Bilal Muhammad's the worst champion of all of the champions, alright? Didn't fucking defend his belt once. Pulled out of his fucking title defense, alright, because of a broken toe. I know it was a foot infection, alright, and it was valid why he pulled out, because it was disgusting. But, regardless, alright, Bilal Muhammad, the worst champion of the year, okay, by far, not even close, all right? JDM could go to war with Islam, all right? Or even get finished in the first round, and, okay, if he get finished in the first round, maybe he's not, like, you know, maybe JDM could have been the worst champion of all time. But he did be below, I don't know, it's, listen, not all time, sorry, the year, I should say, you know, because, you know, Pantoja, if that was a main event, sick, it's coming up anyways, Pantoja versus Kai Kara France 2, that's coming up, Merab O'Malley's coming up, Alexander Volkanovski, that main event would have been sick, fucking Islam main events, Ilya versus Charles, fucking hell. What's the one? DDP's fight with Hamzat. Like, out of all the championship fights that were happening this year, this one is the shittiest, in my personal opinion, by far. And then we had Gilbert Burns, Michael Morales. And now we have fucking Aaron Blanchfield, Macy Barber. Get it out, man. What the fuck are we doing? Alright, UFC? Is this how we're combating the boxing, the WWE events, and all this other shit, okay? And I know WWE's fake scripted, like, wrestling garbage bullshit, but it is taking up, like, an audience, you know what I mean? Because they're hosting, is it the same nights, or the night before? I don't know WE, I'm not, you know, I'm not in that world, okay? But, the combat sport, scripted or not, like, base, I guess, like the fucking, what is Misfits Boxing, fucking, I'm sure there's other stuff, like 1FC, I get, like, the other MMA promotions, but, like, this is embarrassing, like, this really is. If I was UFC, I'm docking Aaron Blanchfield, Macy Barber down, or I'm getting, like, Billy Goff, Ko Seok-Jeon is a fucking featured fight. What are we doing as a company, alright? Dustin Jacoby should be a fucking feature fight, alright? Dustin Jacoby's a G, alright? I don't give a fuck if he's going against a guy like Bruno Lopez, alright? Dustin Jacoby deserves flowers for sleeping Vitor Petrino, so we don't have to see that dumb fuck. But regardless, I'm just pissed off because this should be like a good card. I'm gonna watch it, don't get me wrong, I'm a slop fucking... I'm that fucking, what is that thing, a cleaner fish? I'm that thing in the fish tanks that just sucks up all the slop. Alright, that's what I am when it comes to MMA. Sorry, when it comes to these UFC cards. I've watched every single UFC card for the past 3 years, which is how long I've been a fan. But it's just shit. Like, this whole card is ass. Kurt Holobar, Jordan Levitt, alright? Mendoza, thing versus... Medeiros versus fucking Balaji Oki. Like, what are we doing, man? How many women's fights? Don't tell me there's 4. Don't tell me there's 4. Okay, there's 3. Doesn't get a pass, but it's still like, thank fuck there's not 4 women's fights on this card. Holy shit. Alright, I'm just getting tired of it. Alright, I want to see good main events. You're telling me. Okay, I know Khalil Roundtree. He's booked already. Well, let's just look at the fucking rankings. You're telling me you couldn't find a men's fight that were 2 rankings on the line? Alright, I know Ludovic Klein's not ranked, so I'm not going to include him. Wait, I just realized. Oh my god. There's only 1 ranked male on this whole card. Holy shit. Is this what you MMA fans have been, like, watching for the past, like, couple decades? Is it couple? I don't know. How old is the UFC? Like, early 1900s? Early 19... Whoa. Well, like, 1999 is kind of, you know, in that era. Holy shit, man. Oh my god, it's gonna be so disgusting. And, listen, I get it. If you're gonna sit there, drink your little copium juice and be like, I hate these casuals who, you know, they don't see names, therefore the card's shit. I get it. The card can be good, alright? Let's just say, fucking... It opens up the women's fight. You know, both women get double KO'd, alright? Medeiros versus Oki. You know, fucking Oki hits him with that spinning fucking wheel kick. Flatline KO of the year worthy performance, okay? Kurt Holobar versus Jordan Levitt. Jordan Levitt pulls off a fucking omoplata, alright? Listen, the card could be fantastic in terms of finishes, but the names should be better than this. Like, they just should be. You're telling me they can't have 2 ranked males on a fucking fight night in 2025, in the big 2025? Alright? Holy shit, man. Like, you're telling me... Where the fuck is Grant Dawson? This guy got a fight coming up? This fucking bum, huh? Where the fuck is this guy? You know? You fought in January. Brother, we're about halfway through this year. Come on, Grant. You bastard. But yeah, you're telling me you can't get Grant Dawson. You're telling me you can't get Joel Alvarez moving up to welterweight, because I think that's why he pulled out of the Benoit Saint Denis fight. You're telling me you can't get fucking... Where the fuck's Luque? I think Luque actually does have a fight coming up, to be fair. Where the fuck's MVP? Wasn't his last performance at middleweight? Where the fuck is this guy? He's only getting older. He's almost 40 years old. You know? I think Kopylov has a fight coming up. Abus looked like shit in his last fight. I don't think it was that long ago either. I think Paulo Costa has a fight coming up. Brendan Allen. No one really wants to see Brendan Allen, to be fair. Roman Dolidze. Where the fuck's that guy? When was his last fight? What, February? March. Okay, you get a pass. Okay, Dolidze. Okay, you get a pass. But I'm just pissed off. Like, what the fuck, man? There should genuinely be more than one ranked male fighter on a fight night. Like, can we have a mandatory main card fight night has to be ranked fighters? Can that just be a thing? I know Gamrot's ranked. I'm saying his opponent needs to also be ranked. Or they need to have another ranked fight there. Alright? Because this is fucking annoying. Unless I scroll... Alonzo Metafield. How the fuck is Alonzo Metafield? Or did he beat Jacoby? I can't even remember. Holy shit, man. Where the fuck's Metafield? Alright? Where the fuck are these people? You know? Zhang just got a win, to be fair. Johnny Walker, where is this guy? You know? Holy fuck, Dana White. Either start cutting, like, these people that we just don't need in the UFC, or, like, fix the shit. Like, you tell me Dan Ige isn't gonna show up. I get it, he just went to a fight with Sean Woodson, but he didn't really take that much damage. You know, you're telling me you can't get him? Alright? Fuck, man. It's just I expect more from the UFC, man. It can be so much better. But no, we get Aaron Blanchfield versus Macy fucking Barber, alright? Maybe I have a bias because I hate watching women's MMA fights. I don't care if there's a spinning back kick off of the fucking cage and then she transitions into a guillotine as her opponent's corpse is like falling face forward. I don't care, okay? A woman's fight to me is just, there's just no stakes. I just don't care. Until we get women versus men in the division, okay, who really cares? Because all I'm trying to figure out is who pound for pound number one is, alright? So, I'm not trying to figure out who pound for pound number one is for the women's division. I'm trying to figure out who pound for pound number one is in the world, okay? But, yeah, it's just, I'm just disappointed, you know? Zachary Reese, shout out to the G. Yeah. I'm not going to give my predictions here, alright? I'm picking just Dustin Jacoby, alright? But, yeah, I'm just like, this should be better than what it is. Like, Dustin Jacoby, Bruno Lopez. This fight is maybe fine as, like, the opener for the main event. Or for the, yeah, for the main card, I should say. Zachary Reese, Dusko, that should be on the prelims of a fight night. Of a fight night, okay? If this was a main card, I'd be fucking losing it right now. I'm telling you, I'd crash out. But, yeah, this is, like, what are we doing? Aaron Blanchfield, Macy Barber. Anyways, I just wanted to rant. I just wanted to fucking talk about how dog shit this is. How much it's pissing me off. Get some fucking ranked fighters, please, Dana White. Please. I'm an MMA fan. I just want to watch some MMA fucking fights. Okay? But yeah, if you made it all the way to the end of the video and enjoyed my ranting, I want to thank you for watching. And as always, I hope you have a good day.